AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
With Harris out of the shotgun. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down. Martin, room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies. Their attention.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Martin. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 38 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That catch good for only a couple.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Pushing his way through. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down. It's Harris, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A carry here for the big tight end. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Martin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Martin throwing on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Martin.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that it lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
2nd down and 5.
Now it's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to.
They're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And Oliver just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Martin on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on 1st down. Ali. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Martin now. Off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Looking to throw. Martin. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw is Martin. Off play action. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead out to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That catch good for only a couple. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Martin on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw. Martin. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Tucker now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So we're at halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Martin from the gun on third down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Watson. Finding some room in midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Conrad. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. We'll check on his status when we get back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Martin to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And oh, he coughed it up. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Back net left, baby. Back net left.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Houston's offense taking over again. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. Martin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Doherty. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Doherty. And they'll get this down to the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They're going to look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ali. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Martin fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off around the 37. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Martin now throwing on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
46 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Ed Oliver in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
To throw is Martin. Off the play fake. Steps away. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Martin looking to throw on, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Alton Robinson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here on the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one and done.
And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Martin. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
2nd down and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
I'm ready for more. You fired up.